Hello YouTube, this is DriftTilTheEnd and I'm coming at you with another video. Today I'm going to be discussing why it is very hard to start your own business on eBay. Now I'm a reseller, been a reseller for about I think it was 3 years. Pretty successful on a small scale. So the reason why it's so hard is because if you didn't know, on eBay when you sell something they're going to take 10% of your final value fee, and PayPal will take 2% of your final value fee, taking 12%. So let's just take a scenario that I bought a PS4 bundle and for $150, I threw it up on eBay for $200, okay? Let's put the shipping aside and say that the buyer paid for the full shipping, which depending on the value of the PS4, you may have to include free shipping, or if you do include shipping in the price, you can't get the full 200. It just depends. So sometimes shipping you'll be paying out of pocket depending on what the value of it is. So anyway, aside from the shipping, let's just pretend the buyers paid for the whole shipping. So when you think about 12% off everything, you think, oh, that's not that bad. I still get the 88%. But in this case, it's not true because my only profit is off the $50. So if they took 12% off the $50, it wouldn't be too hard. But no, they're going to take 12% off the whole value fee, which is going to be $200. So they're going to take about $22. So that's leaving me with $28 profit myself. I understand why they do it, because they can't know how much profit you're making. And if they only took off your profit, people will be lying and saying they're making a way less profit off it, and just so they wouldn't have to pay eBay. So I understand in their case. Plus, you do have to pay 12% of the shipping as well. They will take that. So that's even more. They're going to dip into that $50 that I made. They're taking 22, plus they're taking 10% of the shipping, because people the same way. People will say if they didn't charge a fee off the shipping, people would say the shipping was way more than what it cost, and they would avoid paying eBay to use their service. So I do understand them on that case. Also, if I do get a return, so it costs about $16 to $20 to ship out a PS4. All right, so I have to pay it on the way out. If I get a return, I have to take that return, or else eBay will just, over time, if they fight me on this, it will be a case and it'll take a couple weeks, and then they'll just give the person their money back and tell them to return, and they'll just automatically take it out of your PayPal. So you're basically bound to making the return no matter what. So I spent $16 out and $16 back if they return it. That's $32 it costs. That just comes right out of your pocket, And also, if you get scammed, so say somebody had a PS4 before they bought your PS4, and their PS4 was broken, and they're like, "Ooh, well, let me just go on eBay and buy a PS4, and then just say it didn't work. Then I'll swap out my broken PS4 and keep the good PS4." So now you're getting screwed on the whole, $150 that you paid, plus you're paying shipping out and shipping back. So, oh man, you got to be very careful on eBay. There's a lot of scammers out there. My rule of thumb, basically, I don't ship bigger items. I usually just ship my games, controllers, smaller things, and I try not to go over $100. Sometimes I'll break that rule, but I really try not to, because the scammers out there, I'm not willing. Usually I try to sell stuff under $50, actually, to be honest. And I don't really get scammed on games and stuff. But on consoles, I hear you get scammed a lot. Just to take that into consideration. Later in this channel, I do want to be talking about my reselling. I actually can make $600 a month reselling. I usually use platforms like LetGo, OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Okay, that's to get my inventory, and usually to sell my inventory. eBay is my last resort to use, and that is if I can't sell it locally. Sometimes certain items people will buy on eBay that they wouldn't buy locally, and it gives a bigger audience to sell my items. But I try to avoid it because the fees, the scammers, it's just a hassle sometimes. But I do like eBay, don't get me wrong. So stay tuned, and maybe I'll teach you some techniques. The only reason why I can't make more than $600 a month is because I don't scale higher amounts. Like the most I'll buy in one transaction is $500, and that's me sweating bullets out there, because when you get higher than that, you get a risk of being robbed or shot, killed, or not even killed, but just beat, or whatever they want to do to you, just so they can get the money and scram. So I couldn't scale it because I'm not taking that risk. But when it comes to, a safe sale, I'd say about 250. I'm not even too worried, depending, on what the dialect between me and the buyer or seller is. So I'm pretty safe out there. But I wish I could have scaled. If there wasn't that danger aspect, I could have scaled way high, and I would have been a full-time reseller. But this is I'm just a part-time reseller. I'm not some crazy, 100,000 a year, which that's who I've learned off. And reselling is awesome. It is a good tool. It's a good way of learning about business in general. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. If you like it, thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Let me know in those comments if you want to learn how to resell. What I usually resell is video games and laptops. Those are my main things. I will come at you with some more videos so you can start earning. All right, well, enjoy your morning. It's really early here. It's about 5:30 a.m. I like to get a video out every morning when I'm fresh. So later.